If you're looking to add a little bit of rock and roll sass to your country western flair, you'll need to check out Buckaroo Bling. She's got gorgeous handcrafted jewelry and boot accessories perfect for classy cowgirls, boho babes, and cowgirls at heart. Plus, it's affordable and made from domestically sourced materials in Montana. And a portion of all sales goes to horse rescue. Please check her out at buckaroobling.com. That's buckaroobling.com. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Western Life and Style Trailblazers Podcast. It's episode 2. I'm Ali Dee. This is Nicole James. We will be your hosts throughout this entire experience. And we are just so excited and thrilled that you all really enjoyed the first episode. We had way more downloads than we ever thought imaginable. So thank you all so much for listening to episode 1, and congratulations again to the 30 over 30 winners.
I'm still kind of shocked about the whole thing, and I love that everybody's excited about it just as much as we are.
Yes, and we are busy bees over here getting ready to send out all of the buckles to the winners. I'm in my office right now, and I see them all in their cute little bags over there. So if you haven't already, please remember to send us your address because we need to get you your buckles. So if you're listening to this podcast, that means you are wanting to either grow your business or start a business or get better at being a business owner, specifically in the Western industry. Nicole and I are really excited to share all the knowledge that we've gained over the years as business owners and bring on super amazing guests to help you learn. So welcome again. We're so excited you're here. And before we get into any of the nitty gritty on how we met and how we started to work together, I just want to say yesterday I was making a little TikTok about how scary it is to become a business owner and to really take that leap of faith. I know it was terrifying for me and you. We've spoken about that before. I mean, just shout out to everybody that's made it this far. You're thinking about it. You're dreaming about it. You're in the reality of it. You're doing great. I just want you to know that that is more than half the battle.
I mean, it's scary, but you just got to go for it.
Speaking of going for it, you totally went for it when we met the very first time. Do you remember this? I was having a pop-up shop at my office here in Toller, and this cute girl, Nicole, she just bounces into the pop-up shop and she's like right to the counter. Hey, I'm Nicole and I'm new to the area, and I just wanted to let you know if you need any help, please let me know. And it was super, super cute.
Oh my gosh, I was new to the area, a marketing director for a country club. So fun. I loved it. But also I was like, there's just more. I know that I can bring more to the table. I'm loving this whole Western fashion scene. You know, the social media part of it is so fun to me. And so just threw the idea out there. You were the crazy one that went for it, and it took me on board.
Or by the smart one. Yeah. What I just loved about that, if y'all are thinking about maybe trying to get an internship or getting something in an area that you really dreamed of getting into, Nicole went for it. She was like, I want to get involved in the Western industry. I'm going to stop in the store that's a couple miles from my house. You were totally new to Texas and saw a way to just meet face to face with the owner. And that's what it takes. I was impressed because I was like, wow, I get little messages and DMs and here and there. But for someone to actually take the next step, come in person, meet me, say hello, and you were just so nice. I contacted you about getting involved in sales.
Yes, I started just doing sales with you, and then now I'm still doing wholesale sales for you for LED brand and Rodeo Ranch.
God bless
it.
you.
I'm obsessed with it.
For sticking around this long. Yeah, I don't know how you've made it this far dealing with me, but I am so appreciative of that. Nicole really did jump in, and she learned everything about sales that she could, and I'm just so happy that we have a good working relationship. It's not easy to find that. Yeah.
Yes, and that feels like forever ago now. I mean, our whole lives have changed since then. I know. Married, kids, everything, traveling. You and I have been to so many shows. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, I know. And so we started working together in that capacity. And then I feel like over the years of just working together, our relationship grew, the trust grew, and we decided to start Western Life and Style together. So Nicole and I will tell you how we started that and what we feel like it is and what we see happening with it in the future. And I mean, it was just something that was born out of once again, a crazy idea of mine. And you were like all about it. And you were like, yes, we need that. And it was, how many years ago did we start this now?
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
When we started Western Life and Style, I remember I was at the barn at my house and we were on the phone and I was just pacing around. And remember, this was several years ago. So at this time, there was really no Western influencers, if any, maybe Bleacher Babe.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like she may have been one of the very few that were around. And she kind of had a group of women that she brought up in the industry, which was so cool to see. We need to talk to her all about that.
I know.
I mean, she really birthed an entire industry of the Western influencers. So there's just nowhere really that showcases the Western life and like the style side, the fashion side, the business side, the funny side, all the things that we love about the Western world. There was none of that on Instagram. It was really a lot of city bloggers. That was really hot. You know, the perfect pictures with the thigh-high boots in the fall and the pumpkin spice. But I didn't really relate to that much because I live way out and you live way out. And it just wasn't reality of
not
our
our
lives.
thing.
So we decided we wanted to start a page where we would share the reality of the way that we live our lives and the fashion and all the things that go along.
Not just fashion, you know, our cooking, our life, and you know, what we do from day to day. I mean, it's more than just fashion. It's a way of life.
Exactly. So when I was telling you about it, you were like, yes, we need to do it. Let's do it. And so away we went. We started Western Life and Style, which I couldn't believe that hadn't already been snatched up by somebody. So I was like, this is so exciting. And everything just fell into place.
It did. I think people were searching for a community like that, not just fashion and not just saying this is Western fashion and making some crazy outfits and just making it fashion. Real nitty gritty Western life. I mean, that's what it is.
Right. So at this point, Nicole had started her own business. She had left the country club. You were working full time.
Made my parents crazy. Made my fiance at the time, just everybody around me is just like, what? You're quitting your job? You're starting start my own business.
Yeah, we don't need a steady paycheck right now. No, we're doing it. You were working on your business. We decided that you were going to take on the entire social media side, which is basically the whole thing. I was like, okay, I came up with the idea now. Can you just go ahead and get us a few thousand followers? You're like, no problem. Here we go.
Let me do my thing.
It did grow really fast though.
It grew faster than we were thinking it would.
Yeah. Tell us about those first few weeks, months, and how you were feeling seeing that all just blow up.
It was just like with our 30/30, just like with our showroom, like with everything that we've been doing. I mean, it's a blessing how people are kind of drawn to it. And I think once again, it's because we did create a community for people who it's real. It's not just this crazy fashion or just saying you're Western. It's not. It's real, true, nitty gritty Western, your everyday life, your feeding, you have kids, you have your recipes. It's everything. So, I mean, it just grew.
Do you think that part of that was people just wanting to really find a community that they can fit in with? Or was it your strategy that you used, or maybe a little bit of both?
Definitely both. I mean, I do have a way of working my way on pages that draws people to it. And you got to make sure that you're sharing it with, you know, certain people that are in the industry as well. Just like Brianna, we kind of made sure you were tagging her and everything. And then she kind of shared and it just starts growing. So utilizing that, but then also different keywords that people can search. And Western Life and Style, I cannot believe it wasn't taken already. And we kind of stole that hashtag. And so people were really tagging their pictures that way. They started tagging and we started sharing what was going on and tagging people not having this beautiful aesthetic picture where they spent money and they did this whole photo. It was a real picture of them and their family or on a vacation and they're still wearing their boots. And, you know, it was awesome seeing real.
You totally reminded me that in those first few months, we were incessantly posting in the caption, tag us if you want to be featured on hashtag Western Life and Style. And I remember seeing that swell happening when you select the tag page. And then all of a sudden, all these pictures started populating of people tagging us. And I was like, oh my gosh, Nicole, it's working. People are listening. They're seeing it and they want to be a part of it. And I think that that was also a really special thing that people wanted a chance to be a part of it. Like they wanted the world to see it as well. So I think it's one of those like amazing moments where everything just kind of fell into place and became what it is. So it started off as just a community for Western Life and Style and showcasing that specific niche, and then has since grown from there. So I don't think we said, but Nicole's actually a social media manager. If you don't know, it's no Nicole Nava. So that's why she was focused on social media. That's the business that she started, was social media manager. So when she was talking about leaving the country club, it was to do this. She has lots of clients, amazing clients. And I am coming into this as a brand owner. I own Ali Dee brand. We have several lines and they're all in the Western niche. So Western based industry. So I was coming with that knowledge, the side of like the brand and the wholesale and consumer product selling side. And you were coming from the social media marketing promotion side. So when that came together, you and I at that point had already had a lot of business owners that trusted us to help them grow their business, whether it's selling more in their stores or through helping their social media. So this was also a place for them to go to get recognized and grow as well.
Exactly. And then creating all of the pages on Facebook for them, another community for business owners, other pages that we created on Facebook just for non-business owners that are for people in the Western world, basically, that helped everybody kind of come together as well.
Right. Let's talk about all the places that we are so people know the different ways they can find Western Life and Style, because it did start as an Instagram page, but has since grown into many things. So we do have westernlifeandstyle.com, which is our website, and we kind of treat that as an online magazine. We have stories about all different things going on. If you're in the Western community, check that out. I think you're really going to like it because there's a lot of cool recipes and stories, a lot of home and gift and all that kind of stuff on there. So I think it's a really cool place to find out more information. We're also on Pinterest. We're now on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube or not, you need to join us on YouTube because we are on camera. You got to come check us out on YouTube and subscribe there. We have our Western Life and Style Facebook page. We have our Facebook group. And then we also have our business owner Facebook group, which is really cool, where we will be sharing lots of the podcast and tips and tricks and all the information that we get.
We're on TikTok now.
Oh, yeah.
Big one. We're on TikTok.
Yes. But then another place that we are is at the Dallas Market Center. In our showroom. So this was another thing where we just thought we're both kind of in the wholesale retail industry, and we decided we wanted to be multi-line reps. So we rep several lines in our showroom, Western Life and Style.
We have some amazing brands in there, again, all Western, because we are Western. Ali and I are. Our background is Western. We come from Western. We want to make sure that everybody who's a part of this understands that. Some of the brands that we have, they're awesome. We have Alcalis boots. She's been with us for a while now. She's amazing. Hair on hide kind of shoes there. We have a baby clothing line, Ranch Raised. That's awesome. And then we also have Ali Dee and Rodeo Ranch, two huge ones. We have Rodeo Rose leather. Very cool. And this is all wholesale. So they do retail and wholesale. So it's crazy that you can get tooled stuff wholesale. Now all these boutiques and stores are carrying all this amazing tooled stuff.
Yes.
And we also have American Bonfire Co. Crazy awesome sunglasses. And then we have Western Gringa. She's a well-known influencer, and she has her own fashion line in our room as well.
Yeah, plus Southern Sass Hat Company. She has really cute hats. People love those. So we've got a lot of different Western-based businesses in our showroom. But I think that was kind of something that just felt like a natural progression because both of us already work with store and business owners in sales and in the wholesale and retail side. And that was a really fun progression for us because we also felt like on that floor at Dallas Market Center, there was really no good representation of the Western industry, and Western stores really have a chance to go in here and buy product that they can actually take right back to their stores. Most of the time when stores go to a market, they're not going to be able to take the product right away because it's not considered cash and carry. They're coming with a sample, they're making orders, they're getting the product like 30 to 90 days later. But for this showroom that we started, it's immediate, which means they can walk in, get the product, and take it back to their stores right away. So it's really, really fun. And then that has now allowed us to bring in and invite lots of great people to the showroom to have a place to kind of do business and meet each other and network. And you started that Western influencer party, and that has been a big hit.
Yes, we had influencer mixers where all of these well-known influencers got to come together, showcase the showroom, but also they had a good time. They had fun in there, and we want to show them what our brand owners were about, what we're about. So it was a great way for everybody to network, kind of just get together, refresh for the year. So I love seeing that. Everybody just kind of connects and we can all help each other out.
I agree. It's been really fun to see that. And I know that Nicole and I, guys, we're working on something for business owners that we'll announce soon that I think is going to be really great. Another way for you all to kind of get together.
So we talked a lot about my businesses, my social media projects, and everything that I do. So what about you? You don't give yourself enough credit for everything that you do.
Kind of give you the rundown of what I have going on. It is a lot, but I love to wear a lot of hats. And I think that one thing that is really frustrating is as I was starting to do all these different things, I definitely had people that were like, you just need to focus on one thing. Like, I cannot do it. It is not in my capacity to just focus on one thing. I love being busy. I love having a lot of projects. So I do have what I call my quote unquote real job, which are my TV jobs. I work for the Dallas Mavericks and the Dallas Cowboys. I've been with the Dallas Mavericks for over a decade, the Cowboys for like 8 years or something now.
And you won an award, right?
Oh yeah, an Emmy.
Yes, I'm so proud of you for that. You have to share.
Okay. I know why this is like the hardest thing for me is just talking. I like to talk about what other people do, but to talk about myself is really weird. So I do that. When I graduated from college, that was my focus. I was going to be in TV. It was what I loved, and it was kind of what I was better at than other things. I remember having my first job as a receptionist, and I was like, why aren't you just answering your own phones? Why do I have to answer the phone and then transfer it to you? Like, just pick it up when it that was not my cup of tea. They were like, okay, this girl's not going to make it here. And I did not make it there very long. But yeah, so I decided I was probably going to be best doing what I loved, which was being on camera. And so I worked for Fox Sports Northwest and then made my way down to Texas. I decided to go for it in Texas and very happy to be hired by the Mavericks and have been there for a long time now. And also worked as a rodeo sideline reporter for many years for championship bull riding. And that was really fun. So there's like that side of me. So there's like my TV real quote unquote real job. And then I have Ali Dee brand, which takes up the most of my time. So that should be technically my real job, but I still can't believe that it's my real job. And when I started the t-shirt brand back in 2013, it was really funny because at that time, you got to remember, this is 10 years ago. There was no other really Western t-shirt lines. There was maybe like 2 or 3 of us at the time. If you wanted to get a t-shirt that had anything Western on it, you were going to Tractor Supply and you were going to their $5 carousel and you were picking out their like really crunchy, crispy t-shirts that has like a tractor on it. That was it. So I was like, wow, we need some like cute t-shirts that we can wear when we're outside or just doing anything, and you don't want to necessarily be in like, you know, the Tractor Supply t-shirt. So Ali Dee brand was born. We also have Rodeo Ranch, which is a men's line. So that's that whole thing. And then also just being a mom, and a mom of 2 now,
Yes.
a 3-year-old and a 13-month-old. It's crazy because like 3 years ago I had no kids and I'm like, what did I do with my whole day? I mean, I had all the time in the world. Yeah. Now it's like to get Nicole and I to schedule, both having 2 young, Nicole's a mom as well, with 2 kiddos, same ages, to just get an hour away from the house to record this podcast. You got to move mountains to make that happen.
I know. I'm so thankful for my husband. He's watching them alone, which is so crazy to me.
Good luck. Go West.
2 under 2.
It's crazy. Yeah, so that's just me in a nutshell. And I think it's probably good that y'all listening know me and my background and Nicole and her background, because we're coming to you with a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge that we've learned and gained along the way. But the coolest thing, I think, is actually the people we've met along the way that we plan to have on the show. So y'all will get to hear from the best of the best, the true trailblazers in the industry, what they've done to get their success, how they got there, easy, simple ways that you could implement into your own businesses.
You guys can ask us any questions you want. You guys are more than welcome to always reach out to Ali and I, but it'll be so awesome to see the different point of views from all of these other speakers that we have. And it's like the 30-30 buckle. I want to keep it under wraps of like who we have coming up, but you guys will just have to stay tuned.
Yeah, it's going to be so great. So y'all, thank you so much for joining us on episode 2 of the Western Life and Style Trailblazers podcast. Please don't forget to subscribe to this podcast. Be sure you give us a 5-star review, even though it's only episode 2, just making it this far. I feel like we deserve 5 stars.
Help us out, y'all.
Be sure you visit us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the places. We're at Western Life and Style, and we will see you next episode. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys.